Hi, hello, and welcome to
the Zodiac Academy, Ruthless Boys Edition, Vicious Fae, Part
2.5?
Sure. Round 1700.
We are doing our best.
Yeah, this week has been... I know we say this every week, but this week has been hard.
It has kicked my ass, if I'm being honest. Tonight's episode, we're going to be covering chapters 28 through 38. 37.
Try again.
Apologies.
We only talked about this 45 times.
It's because I opened it up and I'm on
page.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let me take that. Let's take that
38?
from the top. Let's take it from the top once more. Tonight's episode, we're going to be covering chapters 28 through 37. Yes.
Correct. No comments. No comments. We're just going to roll into it.
Before we dive in, though, I just wanted to read something to you. Because I don't know if you saw it in the DMs, and I hope she's listening, but I'm going to read something to you, okay?
Is it nice?
No, I'm going to read you.
I thought you were going to read like a hate comment to me just to get my reaction.
No, so this is actually back from November.
Okay.
This is from Colleen. Hi, Colleen. Hi. Colleen says, hi, I just wanted to tell y'all that I was crying right along with Katie while she was talking about Tom Felton on last week's podcast. I feel the same complicated emotions with you, and you'll have to tear Harry Potter from my cold, dead hands because I need it for my mental health. Sorry for writing the novel, but I've been meaning to tell you that I was recently diagnosed with breast cancer, luckily very treatable, and I have been cold capping during chemo. It helps you keep your hair, but you can still lose some of it. Showers are kind of a scary time for me right now, and I always listen to your podcast during them to make me feel better. So thank you so much for that. You have been a light for me during this very scary time. Okay. Colleen came into the store this week. And I've been waiting to tell you until we were like on mic, but Colleen came into the store this week and she's like, you don't know me, but I sent you this message a while ago, and I don't mean to be weird. And I was like, you're not weird. What do you, I didn't know, I wasn't sure who she's talking about. She was telling me about her message, and she was like, yeah, so I was getting ready this morning and like I had to take a shower and that was really scary. She's like, it's just like a weird time for showering and just whatever. She said, and she's like a little tear, and she's like, I just wanted to say thank you that you guys have been such a comfort for me while I'm going through my chemo treatment, and I love to listen. And I was just like, Colleen, that is the nicest thing. So hi, Colleen, I hope you're listening.
Hi, Colleen.
I think she's following along with the Ruthless Boys stuff. So
well, you were in buckle in because it was a bumpy week for us.
We will so I just wanted to read that to you. So when we're feeling
nice.
I know. So when we are feeling silly, goofy, and thinking like, what are we doing? What's happening? It is important for someone, and her name is Colleen.
Colleen.
So hi, Colleen.
If
You're with us every single episode, so buckle in, girlfriend, because we go on a ride. Yeah. So I just wanted to read that to you.
Wow. So no pressure. Great. Thank you.
No pressure.
Tee it up for me. Really tee it up for me.
And I have to say, the cold capping seems to be working because Colleen looked great. She said she was feeling like pretty good.
Oh, good.
And her hair seems to still be like looking pretty. Like I would never have known. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, listen.
Thoughts.
Her main's probably out here looking nicer than my main at this point.
Thoughts and healing vibes to our girlfriend Colleen.
Yes. Yeah, shout out to Colleen. Thank you.
I just wanted to read that to you.
That was very kind. Oh, I'm so excited that she was in the store.
I know. Me too. And I'm glad she said something, because I would have felt so bad if she had been like, I came in the store yesterday, but I didn't say anything.
I felt weird. Yeah, please don't feel weird.
She did. Yes.
Honestly, our egos do be loving that.
Love it.
Okay,
so you're gonna
yes,
be covering
I'm ready.
chapters for us. You ready to dive
I'm ready.
in?
I'm ready.
Great.
I'm locked in. We're got back. Chinese food coming, so we gotta get in, get out.
Let's go.
All right. Chapter 28. Our girl Elise. We're still at Zodiac Academy.
Right into the mic.
We just had a really nice conversation, and that's what you want to lead with.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, she also told me something really funny. Sorry, this is important. I forgot. She goes, I can't tell if you like the books or not. And
yeah, we can't either.
I don't know either. So she is listening to this.
Oh, great.
So yeah, because she goes, I can't tell if you're liking the books or not. And I go,
these books,
I don't know either.
These books are like reality television. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah. Guilty pleasure, some might say. All right, back to it. Chapter 28, Elise. We are still at Zodiac Academy, and let me tell you, they have realized is rich. They are touring the campus, going to their little like order classes, and Elise is feeling a little bit emo because she's like, Gareth would have really loved it here, and I feel like I am living something that should have been his. And she's feeling a little emotional. They are at lunch in the Orb, and she starts to feel Ryder out about Professor King. She's like, hey, so I heard, we're in Tucana. I'm not sure how you say it. Tucana? That's how they say it.
In the audio
I was going to say you listen to the audio.
Yep.
So she's here, you're here, like maybe. And he's like, hard pass. No, that woman is a parasite. Absolutely not. No, thank you. So Elise said, skirt, got to change my tactics here. I know that she's like sending him all of these messages and he's not responding. So I am now going to hatch a plan in which Leon uses his sticky fingers for good, steals the old atlas, and gives it to Elise. She gets it, immediately tippy taps and is like, yo, girl, to Professor King. And King is desperado. And she's like, yes, absolutely. Name the time and place. And
whoop, whoop.
You heard that, right?
I did.
I was like, is that in my head? And name the time and place. And she's like, Elise texting his Ryder's like, I'll meet you at yours.
She's pretending to be Ryder.
Correct.
Texting
from
Professor
his atlas.
King.
And she decides she's going to go back to the hotel room right before all of this starts to go down. There is a rapid knocking at the door, and Gabriel manages to come in through the window, of course, and save the day and is like, I had a vision. That's Ryder outside. I know what you're up to. I've seen how this goes.
Let me help you.
You need my help. And,
that's right.
Ryder's beating down the door like Elise WTF. And Gabe's like, it's either the snake gonna throw you out the window or me, and I'm gonna fly you to King. So they head off to King. Sorry, I want to make sure I'm back. Where are my notes? I did have a side note here. Gabriel does open up a bit about his visions and the theory about how someone powerful is blocking his past from him.
Yeah.
Even though he's getting a little bit of like, I'm calling it like breakthrough visions.
Right.
Just as a side note, put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Gabe flies him to King. They find her in a compromising position, waiting for who she thinks is Ryder. And Gabriel says, I've really been working on this spell. I'm going to put an illusion on myself. So I'm going to mimic Ryder's voice.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Honestly, great. Top-notch thinking here. They grill King. She basically said, I didn't know enough. I'm sorry. Punish me, Daddy. I'm sorry.
Yuck.
But I didn't know enough to like have them take you down. That's why I blackmailed Gareth into gaining information on you. Now remember, this is Elise and Gabriel. Elise
pretending to be
Ryder. So Ryder doesn't know.
Also, Professor King thinks that she's talking to Ryder. This is going to come back, right?
Correct.
Professor King, we're not done with her.
Yes. I fear yes.
Yeah.
She said, I didn't want to go to Darkmoor Penitentiary, so I set Gareth up. I blackmailed him. Elise and Gabriel are seemingly learning this information for the first time, that Gareth was working for the Fib and King to get information to take Ryder down.
Kind of.
He doesn't get enough information.
No.
And even, I'm going to call him Gabriel as Ryder here, is like, well, yeah, but you still went to prison anyways.
Yeah.
You got to be like pretty upset about that. And she was like, I mean, yeah, but like, what? I wasn't.
Got power shamed. She didn't go to prison.
Oh, right? I thought he said that she went to prison anyways.
I think she just got power shamed and she like cut this deal. So I don't think she went to jail.
Oh, is that it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. But more so than like.
No, it says here on page 382.
Okay.
It says
I thought
Then you went to prison anyways, Ryder's voice growled. That must have made you pretty angry. And she says, well, I certainly wasn't crying when I heard he'd given himself an overdose.
Got it.
So she did spend some time
Got it. But also couldn't have been that long.
Right.
I mean, we're only 18 months.
She probably got like a slap on the wrist kind of a vibe.
Sure.
You know? Mm-hmm. All right. So that is where we leave off the chapter here.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to add to that?
I just want to go back quickly to Gabriel's mention about his visions.
Mm-hmm.
He says on page 377, I get flashes of memories from time to time. I can remember running through a secret passage, scent of smoke on the air, and screams echoing behind me. I'm fairly sure I escaped something bad, but I can't figure out any more than that. I know there are people who want me dead, and I wasn't supposed to survive whatever happened that night. I also know that someone saved me. Someone called Falling Star.
Right.
So we're back to Falling Star. Again.
And the only context that he has in, I'm going to use air quotes here, real life of Falling Star is that he has been sending him money.
Right. So, but I here's what I honed in on. The scent of smoke on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that the twins in Zodiac Academy are pulled from a fire as babies.
So you think that they are related?
I am fairly certain now that Gabe is a cousin, a half sibling maybe, because he's a harpy.
What if he's a bastard?
We know that the twins' mom is a harpy.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like their half brother.
Right.
That's where I'm leaning towards here. So
Okay.
I am feeling pretty confident now because he
That
would have
they're
been a little
connected.
kid.
Yeah.
And they were babies. Right. They were literal.
Right.
Like
he might have been like,
babies.
he would have been like 5.
4 or 5 or something.
Yeah.
Right. So, but who do we know that would be powerful enough to put a block on his visions? And I can only come up with one person,
Afox.
Lionel Afox.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll get plenty of him here in these next chapters. All right. Chapter 29. This is from Ryder's POV. Ryder devises a plan. So Ryder's pissed, remember? The atlas has been stolen. He's upset. He knows that she's going to Professor King. Mm-hmm. So he devises a plan basically to get her back, if you will. Elise comes in through the window with Gabriel, and she's like, I've got to go talk to Ryder, but I need to take a shower first, a hot shower. And Gabriel's like, well, we can take it together. And she's like, no, I'm just literally going to rinse off and go talk to Ryder, because she doesn't know that Ryder's in his tiny snake form hiding in her sheets. And Gabriel's like, fine, whatever. I'll see you later. He leaves. She goes to start taking off her clothes, and Ryder emerges in his human form, and he decides he's going to get his retribution by flogging her, for lack of a better term. Mm-hmm. And boy, does our girl like it. He was like,
he likes it.
She likes it. Everybody's hot.
We're punishing her in a real sexy manner.
Right. And that's essentially chapter 29.
Chapter 29, very short. Very short.
Chapter 30, we are back to Elise's POV. I said, Leon interrupts our bath. Rude.
Major rude.
All to announce that he has invited his new boy crush, Orion, Lance Orion, and other kings over to watch the pitball game. I said he's all hopped up on Mountain Dew and wants to clean the hotel room.
100%.
Freak. Because of course they have to host it in Elise's room because she has the private room.
Host the watch party.
Yes, correct.
That nobody gives a shit about other than Leon.
And the only reason that Leon really gives a shit about it is because he wants to be with Lance.
Right.
I said, so Orion comes over, sort of begrudgingly, but finally is berated into coming over. Orion is interested in the dynamic with Elise and the guys, and he's like asking questions about it. And there's a bit of a tense exchange here, and then an actual physical altercation, if you will, over Elise and her sources, because Orion intimates that if he wanted to, that he could bite one of one of the mans.
Someone was in my home. It's our food delivery.
Yeah, I was like, it's the dinner.
I was very confused. They normally don't speak to us at drop-off. That's why I'm confused. Carry on.
Okay. I said, and then Orion and Elise physically duke it out over the threat on her sources. LOL. She plays a little dirty and she wins.
She wins.
And I said, foreshadowing?
We also note that this is, again, Gabriel told her you have to wait 3 days before you get into this little tete-a-tete.
And she's like, well, it's about time.
With Lance, because she actually made it 4 days. So she's really showing some restraint. Because he says if you wait at least 3 days, your friendship will survive this fight.
Correct. We learned that in previous chapters.
Correct.
Yes.
So this is the fight that Gabe foretold, if you will.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was going to be far more dramatic than that.
Yeah, but like it seemed very like playful because the guys are like, yeah, get him, Elise. Like they're
right. I mean, yeah, they were like throwing punches, but I don't think they were going for murder.
No. I think they were battling for vampire dominance.
Who's the bigger vampire?
It's me.
It's me, bitch. Okay, that was very South Park coded. All right, chapter 31. We are at Dante's POV. It is the night before the big game, and we're all invited to a big swanky party. The location is ... Lionel A. Fuck's house.
A Crux Manor.
I was like, cool. So
Hey, it doesn't go great.
Yeah. Or
I guess it depends on who you ask.
I think we learned some things about ourselves here.
We did.
Yeah. I said, so the best way around this shitstorm is to keep Elise around at all times. Sure, what could go wrong there?
Sure.
Dante's like, you're going to stick with me.
Well, Dante has a complete meltdown in the limo.
Because, and Elise knows about the letters.
The letters that he's been sending.
Because, remember, Lionel A. Fucks has been trying to get Dante to bend the knee.
Right.
And Dante's like, I don't bend the knee for anybody.
Well, okay,
I'm a storm dragon.
So Professor Mars is the one that takes them on this little trip, right? He thinks he's doing something nice. He books them this limo, and of course, immediately they're clowning on the limo.
Because it's a Hummer.
Because it's a Hummer limo, which
I'd clown on too.
Ryder is pissed because he doesn't like surprises. He's like, I don't like it.
Where are we going? I don't want to be here.
Dante's shitting himself because he doesn't want to go up into,
A
Fucks Manor, having, ignored his last 3
Yeah,
summons.
because he's not stupid.
No.
He's got some balls, but he's not stupid.
Just bopping around in the chariot with his champagne, which is hilarious because 30 seconds ago we couldn't drink beer the night before the big game. Cut to when we get to the party. The plan is
Orion was like, I keep my body pure the night before. Then Leon was like, nobody else can drink either.
My bad. You're right. It was.
But Lance. I guess now he's decided it's all bets are off.
Because little spoiler here, we get to the party and the plan becomes, let's get
drink
schmammered.
More. Yeah. Let's cause a scene. Yeah.
Don't ask me twice.
All right. So I said, the heirs are here in baby teenage form. So
I love this.
Tiny heirs. I said, Lionel is pulling out all the stops to try and get Dante to bend the knee, including offering to send him to Zodiac Academy.
Hey, that was crazy.
Crazy. I said, and then he threatens his family. LOL.
Just classic.
He was like, and if you decide, if you're unsure about this deal that we could strike, I mean, who's going to protect your family?
It's crazy. It's really. What's also crazy is Dante. I like Dante. He's not the smartest of the kings. He's not the one that should even be at Zodiac. If we're going to pick here, it's Gabriel. By a lot. And anyway.
I mean, I think Ryder is pretty smart too.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But Dante is not.
No. Dante's got the family. All right. I said, well, Elise decides that the party is boring. and she needs to mix it up.
I love the little drop-ins, like, of the personality drop-ins from the heirs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Seth is already a cheeky little fuck, and he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, literally, like, oh, you want to fuck? Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh,
he's like, you might be an older lady, but
I'm into it.
Yeah.
And Darius is, sullen, and Caleb is here for a good time, not a long time. And then Max is, like, the responsible one that's like, hey,
I don't
maybe
think
not.
so.
Let's maybe not do that.
Let's not piss off our parents tonight, shall we?
And they go, I think we will.
I said, of note here, Darius surprises Dante by being anti-daddy.
Yeah.
So already at a young age, or a much younger age than we meet them, obviously, in Zodiac Academy, he is not fucking with his dad.
We also get a point, there's a point made, and I can't remember which chapter it's in, and maybe this one, where it is, like, pointed out that Lance and Darius are like,
very
drawn
close
together.
Yep.
They're talking like they're old friends, and, like, I'm like, oh, they're already on their, like, quest to take down Daddy, I think.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that the guardian bond is already in place then.
I was wondering about this, but Lance mentions his sister, so we know that Clara is not dead yet.
Right.
Or missing,
but
or
we
whatever.
don't know when the guardian bond went into
Correct.
play.
We had just, I think, surmised that perhaps the guardian bond gets put into place at some time around this. When
Yes, the
shit
timeline
goes
is
down
tight.
with
Yeah.
Clara.
Yes, absolutely. So Elise's idea, basically, to keep things spicy is to toilet paper the house. They've now had some drinkies. And at the end of this chapter,
Yeah.
Dante and Elise are, like, kind of off on their own. I'm calling it a closet. It's not, but, like,
Sure.
some secluded spot in the house. And she's like, it would be really fun? Let's toilet paper this bitch.
Let's fucking do it.
Okay, that's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
What a dumb plan.
Is that
It's
your first
so-
inkling? Is to, like,
It's such a childish, like, it just reminds you that they are so young.
which I guess is maybe the point.
Sure. Like, there's, okay.
Like, what would you do? Toilet paper? I don't know.
I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
I've never been
what
that
I would
free in
do.
my life, if I'm honest.
Like, wouldn't you rather, like,
anything.
almost, like, go, like, raid the booze and, like, pour all the booze out, or, like the expensive shit. I don't know.
Yeah, or
Like,
I don't.
something.
Yeah, there's got to be something better.
Else.
Like, steal some shit. Okay. Chapter 32. Elise's POV. We are still at the party. Elise and Dante are mid-makeout session when interrupted by Lionel A. Fucks. Ugh. Naturally. Lionel proceeds to try and convince Dante, yet again, to bend the knee by saying, basically, you have to marry a dragon, or if you marry a dragon, you're more likely to get dragon offspring. But, like, you can have a side piece that, is more exotic, aka
A vampire?
Elise.
Yeah.
Gross. I said,
I hate him.
Lionel is so desperate for a little storm dragon, so he has entered the, quote, negotiation phase. That's what he says. He says, we're just negotiating.
He just cannot deal with...
He is hyper fixated on
Yes.
this storm dragon.
Can we also... Go ahead. I'll talk about it at the end of the chapter.
Okay. I said, Elise decides that the best way to get Dante out of this is to cause chaos yet again at this fancy party and include the baby heirs. So they proceed to get more drunk and decide that jumping off the roof is a good idea because, Dante will use his air magic to, like, stop them from splatting on the ground. Well, that's all good and well until Elise goes for round 2 of jumping off the roof, and Dante is otherwise engaged by some sort of, like, pile up on the ground with the heirs.
The heirs are like, this is so cool,
Yeah,
man.
bro,
Because
yeah.
they're 14, and, Dante's 19 or 20, so he's,
Right.
like, the coolest guy they've ever met.
So Elise doesn't see this happening, I guess, and proceeds to jump off. Well, Dante isn't there to stop it. And boy, oh boy, she hits the ground pretty splat hard, gets the wind knocked out of her, etc. Gabriel comes running out and is like, what the fuck? She's hurt. What are you doing? Why are you guys doing this?
And we should clarify, it's the baby heirs.
Leon,
Dante, and Elise.
A Ryder nowhere to be
Ryder
found.
nowhere to be found. Well, this is way too beneath him.
Yes.
Right. He's too cool.
Plebeian.
He's too cool for school. And Gabriel's probably inside trying to schmooze the adults. Like, do you know my dad?
Right.
You know, like, he's trying to actually do something.
He's like,
here,
do you
and
know
these
anything about the site?
Well, and these chuckle fucks are out here like, let's make a mess.
Jumping off the roof, guys.
Like,
so Gabriel comes out, and I said he acts like a total asshat, which he does. Dante and Gabriel get into it. They start like sparring with their elemental magic, and next thing you know, we have broken the window in like what I'm imagining is the Great Hall.
Sure.
And
the ballroom.
Yes, the ballroom. We have shattered the window, and the party comes to a screeching halt. Tiny heirs run off. They're like, sorry, man, we're out of here. We're not trying to catch this smoke. And Lionel comes out and seemingly says, I'm going to let this slide. Perhaps you guys should go home and like sleep it off.
He's unruffled. Their little plan of like, we'll make him be so annoyed with you, he'll forget all about you being a storm dragon. No, you guys, you're playing checkers and he's playing chess.
That's
Get
fair.
fucking serious.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
So we go back to the hotel room, and because party's over, Elise like saunters into her hotel room. The four kings are standing outside her hotel room, and she's like, maybe I'll.
Who's gonna follow me?
Maybe I'll get them to come in. And Gabriel doesn't love that and lets it slip that none of you really know her.
Gabriel.
I said, all right. I said, now we're spiraling, and Elise starts telling the guys, aka Leon and Dante, because they're the only ones that don't really know the story, don't know that Gareth was her brother.
Correct.
And so she tells them. She also tells Dante that she was the one who beat the crap out of Lorenzo in the alley before he offed himself. And Leon has a full fucking meltdown.
Yep.
Diva storm out. You don't, what was I just, what was this? You've been lying to me this whole time. You made me look like a fool, which we know is a pain point for him. He doesn't like that. Full crash out mode. Dante kind of took this on the chin. He was like, listen, Lorenzo was always going to end up like this as soon as he got hooked on Killblades. I did everything. My family did everything we could for him.
Right.
I get it.
Lorenzo was sick.
Yeah.
And you doing this was not.
It was always going to happen.
How it was going to end. He takes it in stride though because he admits to her that, you know, Gareth was my friend too, and I was really upset when he died. Yeah. But yeah, I think he takes it pretty much in stride. Yeah. About as well as it could have gone.
Yes. So, I think that there might be some more to that at a later date. We might revisit. But all in all, Leon is the one that is the problem here.
Well, Leon also is kind of our sensitive boy. Yes. And this really, like, hurt his feelings that he felt. I mean, it capitalized on all of his insecurities. He was left out. Yep. He was made to feel dumb. And was a little bit picked on, he thinks.
And he has a thing about, do people really like me?
That's right. Or is it just the charisma or whatever? And yeah, so he's feeling a little used and abused.
Yeah. Which, listen, I get, but maybe he needed to sit around for some more information before.
I think this is the more reasonable response, if I'm being honest. The Dante taking it and just being like, okay, is pretty crazy.
I think that there's a medium between the two.
Yeah. I fear I would have taken it like Leon. Okay. That's just my personal, I think I would have been pretty upset about it too.
I would have been upset, but in the moment, I probably would not have diva stormed out.
No, I don't know that I would have either. I would have heard it and then like gotten a little more info, but I still would have been pretty upset.
No, I would have been upset as soon as I left, and that's when I would have rage spiraled. But I think I would have like I would have heard
some more info.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I would have, or maybe I would have listened and not heard it. I'm not sure. All right. Chapter 33, The Man of the Hour, Leon. I said Leon is in full diva crash out mode. He literally cannot get over that Elise lied to him. He is not, no one is going to do anything to resolve this for him. Ryder Ryder of all people is like, I'm gonna go after Leon. I'm gonna try and talk to him. It doesn't work, plot twist. And I said, Leon says that it's just another move and everybody makes Leon look stupid. The game of his life. Ouch. Fast forward to the next day, and it's the day of the big match. You know, the pitball match we're supposed to play.
Zodiac v. Aurora Academy.
Leon is still having a crash out and cannot get out of his own way here. This is where I fear you would have locked in to like, I got to push all of that down and we got to lock into the game. Yeah, and he cannot.
My competitive spirit would never have allowed me to play like absolute ass like Leon does.
Yeah.
I've been like, I will pick this rage up
as soon as we walk off the pitch.
As soon as we're done here, but like right now I got to lock the fuck in because I am not going to tolerate this ass beating. And they get their ass beat.
Yeah, they sure do. It's sad. I said all he can think about on his big day, which I feel really sad for him, is Elise and how she's wronged him. And if it wasn't bad enough, they're down a player and they have to have a substitution, and it's Eugene. Poor Eugene. I said Leon and Orion battle on the field, and it looks like there could be a chance, but then things go wrong.
No. I don't think there was a world in which Aurora was ever going to win this game.
No, but I think that they were going to like put up a better showing, if you will. Elise does try to talk to Leon at halftime.
She's trying to talk to him before the game.
She's trying.
Yeah, but it's not, you read the signs. Dante has to say, you got to let it.
Yeah, he's gone full lion mode.
No.
It doesn't go well. So then we hop over to chapter 30. You have anything else for 33?
I want to feel sad for Leon, but he allowed his own emotions to ruin what could have been a really cool day for him. And I'm very sad that he was not able to.
Even if they hadn't won, they make it seem like there were like scouts perhaps there. And he ruins his chance of being scouted for the pitball professionally.
Yeah, and Leon says something pretty awful to Elise at the end of this chapter too, about it. Basically, you're wearing your brother's jersey, and your brother should be here, not you. Ouch.
All right, chapter 34. We are back to Elise. So we meet her after halftime. She goes back on the pitch and she's like, listen, I can't resolve this thing with Leo, but I'm not going to let us go down without a fight. And she decides she's going to play as her best game of pitball she's ever played, basically. I said, Eugene has a moment, thank God, and does something right. I said, I know Katie will be thrilled that Orion says something nice to Elise, that it's not her fault, and that Leon couldn't get out of his own way to win this game.
Period.
She tries yet again with Leon after they lose the game, and his family is like off on the sidelines, and Leon says to the Mindys, keep her away from me.
Yeah, because all of Aurora Academy has traveled to come watch the game. So they've got like the stands filled, and he basically tells his minions.
Would be like if you're in high school, like a state championship game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So that does not go well. And Dante is like, the fuck is going on? Who hurt you? And she's like, oh, Leon, this, that, and the other. And he walks over, and Rosalie, because his family is there.
Of course.
So we see Rosalie, and Rosie can't help herself. She is smitten kitten with Rory, who is Leon's brother, who is also there. So Rory comes sauntering over, and they start mocking Rosalie about her crush, which, like,
it's what you're supposed to do.
I know, but like, I hate that.
I know.
I'm an only child, so I would know.
It's a requirement.
Okay.
You literally must. You must embarrass your siblings. It's just part of it. and that's just how it is.
Okay. Well,
But I have been on both ends of that. I have been the 14-year-old that's been embarrassed about having the crush on the 20-year-old that's like, you're a literal kid, like, get away from me.
right. If you were interested, I'm more worried.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And then I've been on the other end of this, and it's so much better.
Of course it is.
Oh my God. To be Rosa in this sucks.
I
love, though, that she just is like double middles and punches Dante in the kidney and is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're dead to me.
Yeah, you're dead to me. So Dante and Rosalie leave, and it's just Elise and Rory. And they actually have a really nice conversation about Leon. It's very sweet.
I was shook by this.
So Elise tries to appeal to Rory about like, hey, you should be nicer to your brother kind of thing. He's like, I do love my brother. That's why I'm always trying to be home for dinner when I know he's coming home. And she was like, you maybe need to tell him that because he thinks you're doing it just to like rib him.
Right. Which he is. One conversation does not.
No, but like I also do
it's not all altruistic. But again, I am the older sibling. I get it. And like, as a person who is an older sibling who lost a younger sibling, not to get like sad girl here, but like you gotta tell your siblings that
sure,
even though
regardless
they know
if it's a sibling or anything else,
like
you have to tell the people in your life they're important.
You gotta tell them because you don't want to be the last time that you spoke to them being shitty to each other.
Don't do it.
So
live and learn.
Tell your siblings you love them every chance you get.
All the people
Parker,
you love.
Sam. Love you, buddies.
Oh, I don't have any siblings. I love me.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Chapter 35, Ryder's POV. So we're at the after party here. Mm-hmm. The after party. Mm-hmm. And I said, Ryder's lurking around the party, per the usual, on the perimeter. And Elise is like, no, we're not doing that. So she pulls Ryder off to the side. They're like slow dancing, whatever. She pulls him off to the side in like a private area. And she's like, dance with me. He's like, I don't dance. I'm too cool for school. She gets him to dance. And she's like, you're actually a good dancer. You should be a salsa. You should take salsa lessons, please. I said, Ryder almost admits that he's in love with Elise.
It's crazy.
In his own way. That he makes her feel something other than lust and pain.
Mm-hmm.
Aww. I said, and they're so horny that they get a cab back to the hotel. And when they get there, Dante happens to be outside his room that he shares with Leon.
Yep.
Because the Mindys are tending to Leon's needs. And the boys.
Finally.
Elise is like,
finally.
Well,
good night,
I guess. I mean, unless both of you want to come in. And she leaves him in the hallway.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
War is over.
Mm-hmm. And finally, the deal is broken.
Thank God. I mean,
so
haven't we suffered long enough? Look, haven't we suffered enough?
Have we not given enough?
I mean, we've all been waiting for this. Jesus. It has just, this was
chapter 36, the illustrious chapter where it all goes down.
And this is it.
A knock, knock, knock on the door, and the boys are here to get laid. I said, really, this chapter is a full-on erotica of the threesome between them.
Yeah, the boys finally agree. Fine, we will agree to end the deal. Mm-hmm. We'll have our fun this evening, and we tell no one, and we never do this again, which means it's going to happen. Absolutely be doing it
tomorrow
again.
night. Yeah, when we get back to campus. Right.
Because their boys can't know. What would their boys
right.
think?
What would they think if we like made a deal over a gal and broke our words? Okay.
Fragile masculinity. It's exhausting.
Chapter 37, our last chapter for today, from Gabriel's POV. I said,
this is the most interesting chapter, I think, of these 3 books that we've read.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
A lot happens here.
A lot, but also
nothing.
That's
story of these books. Yeah.
Sure.
While Ryder and Dante are back on the ranch getting fucked 10 ways from Tuesday, our guy Gabriel is still at the party making moves on Orion because, he knows, he be knowing that Orion be knowing some stuff, and he's got to find out what Orion knows.
Need my board here.
I said there's a weird interlude with some drugged Oreos. It was weird, and they've got to make a potion. Gabriel's got to make a potion.
What are you doing, Noxie?
Yeah, gross. Gross.
But like, okay.
Would you prefer to call him Noxie?
No, I just mean would watch.
Oh,
if this is
sure.
to do.
Sure.
It's very much giving Shane and Ilya.
Going to the cottage.
Going to the cottage. We don't go to the cottage, but like we almost do.
No, we don't. No. Sorry, it took me a second to process what you were saying there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they've got to make some sort of... Gabriel's got to make a potion to counteract the drugged Oreo that's making him all lovey-dovey, making a Lance all lovey-dovey.
One of Lance's lady admirers slipped him a love potion.
A pack of
Oreos. This is your Fogwarts alert of the night, okay? Because this is exactly what happens in Harry Potter. Ron eats the love potioned chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is your Fogwarts alert.
Great. Thank you so much for that.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
I said Gabriel dithers a bit on how much to tell Orion, but eventually says, I have the sight. And I've seen you using dark magic.
Sorry, is Nox now like King of the North? Like, what was that?
I have the sight.
I don't want it. Jon Snow. I don't know.
Eventually, I've seen you using dark magic, and we've got a bit of an issue brewing over here in Alestria. Mm-hmm. So he gives him the rundown, the skinny, if you will. And he was like, I need your help with that dark magic. And then I would like for you to turn to page 499, please. Oops, if I can turn to 499.
Mm-hmm. I'm here.
Oh, apologies.
You want me to read this?
I'm going to read. Okay. At the bottom of page 499, death opens a gateway to a Fae's elemental magic for a brief moment of time. However, to harness the magic, the subject would have to lower their magical barriers at the very moment of death. This has only been observed to happen in suicidal Fae, making it near impossible to orchestrate. And our boy Gabriel goes, yeah, that's why we have Killblaze.
Right.
And they willingly decide to end their lives, and this being is sucking up their magics.
It's giving nymph.
Mm-hmm. I said, we end the chapter by telling Orion that Elise is his Elysian mate. And he's like, okay, well, cool. Then she'll end up with you anyways. What are you worried about?
Couple things you skipped over here just at the very end.
Okay.
Orion agrees to help Gabriel. He's going to do some research and he's going to get back to him. So they exchange
in his
phone numbers.
mother's books.
Correct. Stella. So they exchange phone numbers. So we going to be seeing Lance again in some capacity, whether it's via text or like whatever they call it. He's not gone but not forgotten. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. Second thing, he's already doing dark magic. So what does he already know? What does Lance already know? What's going on? I need some more backstory on like, how did we get to this point? What do you mean? That's the second thing. My third thing I want to point out. Okay, this is the very end of the chapter. Lance says, "You're Elysian mates?" He asked in awe. "Man, if that's true, then you've got nothing to worry about. The stars will bring you together." Gabriel says, "Yeah, that's what I'm banking on, but seeing her with other guys is killing me." Nope. I miffed what I was wanting to read here. I've seen it. I've seen both of us with silver rings around our eyes.
But that doesn't necessarily...
That doesn't mean that they're together.
Correct.
So I am fearful that he is confused about who his Elysian mate is.
I agree with you.
Which then goes, so who is Elise's Elysian mate? If it's not Gabriel. And who is Gabriel's?
We also know, hear me out.
Lance, on this whole thing, Lance, when he was in his lusty mode, points out, you've got the Libra tattoo. That's my star sign. It's meant to be. So now, who else is a fucking Libra?
Well, we also don't know. Do we know? Has he said definitively that his Elysian mate is a Libra?
He thinks so.
because he's tattooed it on
He
himself.
saw the Libra sign. The Libra sign's been tattooed on it. So now I'm like, we're going to have to do a little like, we might have to pull up our little clipboard over here.
And see who else
is a Libra. Because now the Venn diagram is now a circle for characters in Zodiac and Aurora Academy. They're all there's no more separation. It's all together. I'm growing increasingly concerned for Gabriel that he is very confused about who his mate is.
I think that we know that Elise is immune to some of the rules, shall we say.
Sure.
So I think that there's also a scenario in which perhaps Elise is an Elysian mate to him, but she is not subject to forgetting about all of the other people that she loves.
Or she's an Elysian mate to all four of them.
That's what I mean. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's really going to piss him off.
Well, but do you think that this is a scenario do you think she ends up with all four of them, or do you think that the one has to be picked?
I'm not sure that Elise makes it out of these books.
I don't think so either. I'm becoming, which then leads me to wonder if she is not Gabriel's mate, because if Gabriel is joining us in Zodiac, which we know that he does, he's just going to be like sad boy, lonely boy, like heartbroken because his Elysian mate's dead the whole time. I don't think that doesn't feel right either.
I don't know. I
mean?
don't know how big of a character he's going to become in Zodiac Academy.
Oh, I think he's like main.
Oh, okay.
I think he's like main cast.
Okay. Interesting.
Also, this now like solidifies his like friend. He is boys with Lance. So when he joins the staff at Zodiac, he's Lance
already
are in. So
cahoots, if you will.
Right. And he knows about the dark magic. So I am surmising that he will be helping I'm going to use Team Good Guy very loosely here in Zodiac world, helping them with the dark magic stuff.
Okay.
Because this is 5, you know what I'm saying? He's been in this game for a while.
I've entirely checked out. I'm so hungry right now.
Okay, great. That's cool. We can be done. Okay, great.
All right. On that note,
go read your book. You just totally miffed on me here. That's not what we need to say. Make sure to follow along on all the social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all the places, all the things at The Story Is Pod. You can follow Amanda
at 8ace8.
8ace8.
Yeah.
You just say it very fast. And you can follow me at That's Katie Mitchell.
On the screen, too.
Well, I know, but for our listeners.
Okay. I'm hungry.
Okay. We're done now. Thank you so much. This was a very chaotic episode. I'm so very sorry. Please forgive us. She's ready to clap. And with that,
go read your book.